Welcome to another episode of How to Sell Your Coaching with your host, the Coach's Coach, Wayne Sutton. We invite you to listen, enjoy, and implement these proven methods in your business today.
Hey guys, Wayne Sutton here, howtosellyourcoaching.com. Today we're going to give you a brief little, just a little idea that you can take with you. I want to leave you with one point that you can take and put into your coaching business today. If you're a coach, you're a consultant, whatever it is that you're doing, how can you take this today and go out there and bring clients in? So, two strategy calls yesterday. This was not for our Wealthy Coach program. This was actually for a coaching program that we have outside of the Wealthy Coach. So I'm not just teaching you how to coach or how to sell coaching. I actually do coach. Okay, outside of the coaching realm. So, the coach's realm. And so, but these were two strategy calls for people that are business builders and business owners that are looking to build their business. And so I did two strategy calls. One took about 20 minutes, one took about 35 minutes. I served them really quick. How'd you discover us? What was it that caught your attention? Went right into their what did they hope to get out of this call, not our coaching program. Understand this. So what do you hope to get out of this session, this call, because I offered them a free 30-minute coaching. What do you hope to get out of this call? And then, assuming that we're going to work together, and these are the words I use, assuming that we're going to work together, what do you hope to get out of the coaching program itself? So they gave me two directives. One, this is what they want today. Number two was what they want out of the future. Now, they were closely related, but in both cases there was a difference. So what do you want out of this call today? Because I need to serve them now. Understand that if you're doing a strategy call with someone, it's not just a sales pitch. You need to absolutely serve them. Absolutely serve them. I think it was Rich Litvin, I'm not sure, that said, hey, I'll spend 2 hours with someone. I'm going to truly serve them with no charge, because in that 2 hours, they're going to be like, wow, what's next? And then when he gives them a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 price tag, they're willing to pay it. But these, I served them. What do you hope to get out of this call? I promised them, at least, as I do for those who jump on the Wealthy Coach program, at least one aha moment. So what's one aha I can bring them that's related to what they want, what they desire, what they're looking for? And then, through the rest of the call, I develop, or I should say I elicit their criteria and find out what they're looking for long term and then bring it to them. So, two phone calls, both said, let's roll, let's go. I want to work with you. What's our next step? And what the next step is, let's set up your next scheduled session. Let's get you onboarded. Let's get your payment processed, okay? Be very bold with that. Just let them know this is part of it. They understand. In fact, one jumped in a little early and said, Wayne, I'm already loving what I'm hearing, but I'm so scared it's going to cost too much. What's the price? And there's a couple ways to, I'm not going to go through all of that on the podcast. There's a couple ways to handle that. There's a couple ways to work in that. You kind of got to listen, and you've got to be attuned. If you just take a script and go, well, I'll be happy to talk about the price when we get there. Now I heard excitement in her, so I said, okay, I'll share with you the cost so that we can go ahead and feel comfortable with that. And then the more you hear about the program, the more you can, and so now we can feel comfortable with the price and now with the investment, and now we can look and begin to find yourself excited about the other parts of the program. So I went and handled the price. Here's what it is. And when I gave the price, I didn't have to justify it. I explained this is very fair. People want to be fair. People want to be treated fair. We see this. Come on, guys. In the world we're living in today, with all of the riots and craziness and people being treated unfairly, they want to be treated fairly. So all I had to do is say, well, hey, listen, this is going to be a fair price. Give her the price, and she was like, okay, I can work with that. Okay, great. So as you find yourself comfortable with that, let's lay that aside for a moment. Let's focus in on your business. Listen to the words of that. As you find yourself, see, people need to find themselves. They find themselves sleepy. They find themselves groggy. They find themselves excited. Emotions are led easily. So as you find yourself comfortable is a good word. If you find yourself comfortable with that, let's lay that aside for a moment. I'm just going to take that money discussion, lay it aside, and let's focus in on building your business. And we back into the coaching. Then at the end of the coaching, At the end of the call, I say, okay, so here's our next step. Understood. She's given me permission to coach her in this call. I'm asking her, are you doing this? I'll recommend doing this. Grab a pen. I'm giving some directives. Here, I need you to grab a pen and write this down. I need you to go to your Facebook and do this. I've given directives and then ask questions. Did you write that down? Okay, great. Did you go to Facebook? Okay. And ask for compliance. When you get compliance, okay, great. Here's our next step. Pull out your calendar. How does next Tuesday at 11 a.m. look? You said mornings were better. Is 11 a.m. Eastern okay for you? Let's look at that. It is. Great. I need you to do something. Do you use a digital calendar like Google Calendar, or are you more on the old school? And I make a joke of it. Both, they say. Great. So I need you to write it down in your calendar, the old school, and I need you to go in. I'm going to send you a calendar invite. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set up an event in Google Calendar. I need you to accept the invite, okay? Can you do that while we're on the phone? Great. Now, let's go ahead and get you onboarded. There's a couple things I'm going to need to get from you, address, etc., as well as we're going to get the payments process set up. Do you see how that goes? You just flow with it. But the key was to ask a great question up front is, what do you want out of, what are your expectations? What are you hoping to get from this call? And assuming, and I say this, and assuming that we're working together, what do you want to see happen in the next? And I believe with them, I usually use 6 to 12 months. Sometimes I'll go jump on the Dan Sullivan question, assuming that 3 years from today. And go back and listen to my podcast on the Dan Sullivan question. But for both of these, on this process, we did a 6-month program. So what are you expecting in the next 6 months? So, guys, it is just that simple. What do you expect? What are you expecting 6 months from now? Go ahead and start future pacing so they can start seeing ahead. If the money comes up, let them know your price is fair. Listen, if you're at 200, 2,000, 5,000, 20,000, listen, our price is fair. We believe in being fair. Our price is fair. And our investment, our fee, our tuition, whatever, the tuition is very fair. And then we give the price. Now, as you find yourself comfortable with that, let's lay that aside for a moment and let's focus in on how we can help you in your business. Earlier you said, then I jumped back into their criteria. Come on, guys. There's so much I want to teach you. Here's what I need you to do. Let's get on a call. You've just heard of kind of how it's going to go, but let's hear it. Let's jump on a call and see if we can help you with your coaching business. If you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a course creator, and you're not doing consistent, here's the key, consistently doing 10, 15, 20,000 a month, then we need to hop on a call. Go to callwithwayne.com, callwithwayne.com. When you do, it's going to open up our calendar, schedule a time, and we'll take 15, 20, 30 minutes. I do promise you at least one aha moment for your business. And at the end of the call, if I can help you, I'm going to ask you to come on board. If not, if we're not a perfect match, we're not a perfect fit, or I could recommend some other resources to you, I'll be happy to I'll recommend other resources for you, okay? So, callwithwayne.com. You can become a wealthy coach, helping others change their lives. I look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks again for listening, and be sure to pick up your free resources to help build your coaching or consulting practice at howtosellyourcoaching.com.